Hello, hello, it's Tash and Ro.
Welcome to or welcome back to It's Saturday, your personal self-care pod where you can escape the work week and unwind with your two besties.
No matter what day of the week it is, but for us,
It's Saturday.
All right.
All right.
Check us out. Upgrade, y'all.
Yo, this is weird.
This is weird. Like what I can do right now.
Yeah.
I couldn't do this last week.
Look, we can do all these things with our hands. I don't know what to do with our hands now.
Yeah.
And if you're like, what the hell are you guys talking about? Well, turn on your video. And if you don't have video, we got mic stands.
Yeah.
And
After last week, both of our hands were really sore holding our mics after the last 4 weeks with them.
yeah, we're literally getting like arthritis in our thumbs because
it was not okay. I am in a lot of pain lately, and the mics were making it worse. So we found some mic stands, and we thought, why the heck not try it out? And I really like them so far.
Yeah,
I feel really free.
it feels so free. I don't know what to do with my hands now because we
know.
have all this free like.
I've already
motion.
knocked it over with my arm.
God,
So
guys.
I'm gonna try really hard not to knock it over.
We were
but-
like trying to take a TikTok and it was so funny. She like moved back and like the whole stand fell and I'm like, it's all good. It's all good.
It's all good. We fixed it. That's what we have Farzad around for.
Oh my god.
Kettle boy.
Kettle boy.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
Okay,
gosh.
let's do some updates because I'm so excited. Your birthday is coming up really soon. I feel like it was just my birthday like last week and now it's February and it's your roaring 20s, your last birthday in your 20s.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy because like I find my birthday just creeps around because it's so close to New Year's. So it's like New Year's happens and then it's like your birthday's here and I never feel prepared, but it's okay.
Well, here we are.
Here we are.
It's gonna happen.
29.
How are you
But it's all
feeling for your
good.
last year in your 20s?
Honestly, I'm feeling good. Like I'm kind of excited for 30. I feel like
30's
each
great.
year I'm liking my age even more and more. I felt like in my early 20s I was just so lost and now I feel so good.
Don't you feel like you're in the best like state of
Honestly.
your life right now? Like
Yeah.
I feel like you're so accomplished, like you look so amazing, like you're just killing it in academia and life, like you have the house, you have the husband, the dog, like you should be so proud of yourself.
Yeah.
You're not even 30 yet.
I think we're both like that though. I find this is the part, what do they call it? Like your dual income, no kids.
Yeah.
Dual income, no
thriving.
kids. Like you're living
We're
your life right
living.
now before we have kids. And
Yeah.
this is the dream time right now. So can't
It
complain.
is.
Can't
Enjoy it.
complain. Yeah. But we have a special episode actually coming out.
Yes.
So my birthday's on February 4th, which actually falls on a Saturday this year.
So on brand.
Guys, this is so on brand for us. I
Yeah.
was like, guys, I haven't had a Saturday birthday in
It's like 7 years.
Yeah, 7 years. So this is crazy that the first year we dropped this freaking podcast, my birthday falls on a Saturday.
Love
so
that.
we have to have a guest on. So we're going to have a guest for my birthday episode. I'm really
Special
excited.
secret guest for now.
Woo-hoo.
And it's going to be fun. Well, maybe we'll give you one little teaser. It's not going to be here. It's going to be somewhere else.
It's going to be somewhere else. And we're not doing a dry January. Let me tell you that.
Oh, that's for sure. We're not doing that.
No. So I'm excited. And February, we have so many plans for February.
Oh my God, Romina, literally a few people have tried to make plans with me in February and I can't. Every weekend is booked. I'm like, I'll see you in March.
So we have my birthday, then we have our friend Haley and Eric's engagement party, then we have Eric's 30th birthday. So that's literally three weekends.
Then
in a
I'm
row.
gone the next weekend. We're skiing.
So that's
And then it's March.
So it's sorry guys.
So if you want to hang out in February, I'm sorry I can't.
Yeah.
Because I'm not hanging out during the week.
Yeah.
Because it's too much.
But you know what? Full Send is gonna come back into the
Yes.
pod segments because we're gonna have so much to talk about.
Oh my God, it's going to be intense,
Yeah.
you guys. Also, Eric took over like half of February.
Yeah, Eric. What the
Engagement
hell?
and his birthday, Eric.
Yeah,
What the
I know,
heck? No, I'm so excited. Especially because our friend group hasn't all been together really since New Year's.
Yeah.
So now we're going to have some like back-to-back like good times.
So
I'm
get ready for some
excited.
drunken tales.
Uh-oh. What are you going to spill on you next?
Oh my
What's
God,
gonna
guys.
rip?
If I...
It's been a while. You haven't had
no more spills.
any accidents in a bit.
I don't know. Rachel's coming to my birthday. We'll see if she spills on me again.
We're going to keep every drink away
Oh
from
my
Rachel.
gosh, It's so funny.
Okay, I want to talk about just on TikTok lately because I'm so proud of myself right now, Romina.
Yeah.
So my algorithm on TikTok has changed and it's gone from like random weird shit to BookTok.
BookTok is the best.
I read one
Part.
fiction novel, and all of a sudden my entire TikTok is BookTok, and I'm so excited. I have so many books I want to read now.
There's so many books, and you know what's funny? Those BookTok videos are always like these people's books with all these tabs in them. I'm like, who does this for a fictional novel? Like,
okay,
I'm glad you
don't, because I didn't do that for the last book I read, and I was like, should I be making notes?
Highlighter? Like, I'm not studying the novel.
I have a question for you though, because while I was on BookTok for a while, people were putting like Colleen Hoover on blast, like in the comments, being like, oh, you know, this is a good like top 5 because Colleen Hoover's not in it.
Yeah.
Am I saying her name right?
Yeah, Colleen Hoover, yeah.
And I just wanted to get your opinion on her, because I know she has a lot of apparently really great books, and I just wanted to get your opinion.
Funny, because when you sent me a couple BookTok ones, and I was looking at the comments, and I was like, why are they ripping on her?
They're hating on her.
But you know why? Because she literally blew up because of TikTok. So she had a bunch of books out, and then It Ends With Us blew up on TikTok. Yeah. And then she wrote It Starts With Us. And
that's the second one?
Yeah, it's the second one. It Starts With Us, which I'm reading right now. It's so good. And in the beginning of the book, like in like the preface part, she just says thank you to my TikTok, like thank you to TikTok, because she actually blew up because of TikTok.
Okay.
So
I think they're turning on her.
I think because she's become so mainstream that people just hate her on her, but honestly, her storytelling is so good. And I love her, so I think you would like the books.
Can I please borrow when I leave today?
It Ends With Us. It's so good. I cried. It's so good. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's so good.
I didn't read fiction for so long. I was really on like the nonfiction train for like the last couple of years, and you got me back on it with the last book. Like I was gasping, like I cried. I just like I forgot that a book, like reading freaking words, could make you feel such emotion.
And it's like you're playing a movie in your mind.
It is.
So I'm excited because It Ends With Us. They're working on the movie right now.
No way.
So you should read it so that we can watch the movie together.
Oh my god,
it's
I will.
Gonna be so good.
I'll finish it ASAP.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, they need to make The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo into a book.
That would be a really good movie.
Because I want to know who would play her and what she would look like.
Or a TV show. I think a limited series. That would be good.
That would be sick.
Because there's so many husbands, and each episode could be one of the husbands,
or each like season.
Each season.
They could like dive really deep. Well, we'll see.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Love BookTok, man. I love it.
BookTok. And you're also like blowing up a little bit on TikTok yourself.
Well, not blowing up, but I've definitely been having some fun makeup videos. If you don't follow us on TikTok, go follow us, because I've been making some like get ready with me videos. Tash is going to make a few like get ready with us. Honestly, it's just fun. Like I'm just having fun with it.
And honestly, everyone always wants to know how you do your makeup. Now it's like go to TikTok and you'll know.
It's really hard to make those videos though, because you're essentially using your phone as a mirror, and your phone isn't a great mirror because like, you know, so half the time I'm like, this looks like shit.
When you go to your actual mirror, you're like, what the fuck?
I was like, this is way too much blush. But in the video, you look good. You're like,
highlighters.
Like all this blush, and then you look in the mirror, like this looks so bad. But it's okay. It's just for the video. But
do you find it gets easier now that you've done a couple?
Yeah, I did. Okay. The first one, I was like, this is so awkward. I don't know how people do this. Like just talking to a camera. Yeah. Even though we do this,
it's different.
There's 2 of us here. We're having a conversation. Whereas if you're just talking to your camera, it's really
really
awkward.
I felt like so out of date with TikTok, because I tried to make a get an unready with me video, like taking off my makeup, doing my skincare. Okay. And remember, I was like, I don't know how to like edit the clip, so it kept looking. I was pressing the button, and it looked so stupid. And then you taught me like how to actually like edit it. I was like, oh my god,
I know.
Like, I'm used to Instagram Reels. I'm not used to TikTok. They're different. They're really different.
It's literally a whole new world of stuff. Yeah,
but also remember how much I like did not understand Reels at the beginning, and now I feel like I'm a real pro. So
you're gonna figure it out.
I'm gonna figure it out, guys.
You're gonna figure it out. But go follow us on TikTok, because we have a lot of stuff.
I love our TikTok, guys.
Yeah, it's so fun.
We should have more followers on there, honestly.
But you know what?
So funny.
I will say, sharing from TikTok to Instagram, there's like a glitch, so the sound is always off. I tried sharing other people's TikToks too, and the same thing happens. So
Instagram really just does that probably because they don't want you mixing.
Yeah.
Yeah. They want you on the reels.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do a couple I'm sorry butts, because I think that's all for life updates.
Yes. Okay, I have a funny one.
Yeah, you have a couple in here.
So I'm sorry, but, and this is like a hot take. I know people are really into this like stuff, but I'm sorry, but I don't care what horoscope sign you are. I don't think it really matters. I find now, especially even I was watching like Love Island, and they were asking, not this season, but like in the US, I was just like watching a random episode, and they were, I know. Well, I was waiting for the UK one.
Do you think we were just gonna run by that really quick? I was casually watching US. We talk shit about US all the time.
I literally watched 2 episodes and I was like, this sucks.
Ew, I feel like you cheated on me.
No, I literally watched 2 episodes and I was like, this is so bad. But the entire episode, they kept being like, what horoscope sign are you? Like the first question they would ask people is that. I'm like, this is so cringe. Imagine going on a date and you're like, you as soon as you sit down, you're like, hi, like, so what horoscope sign? What's your sign?
I feel like girls care way more about that stuff than guys. Like, I don't even. So wait, you're not. You're Capricorn?
No, Aquarius.
Yeah, like I don't really know. I only know what my sign is.
You're what,
like,
Taurus?
No. Oh. Stark's a Taurus.
Oh.
No, I'm a Leo, but I'm on the cusp for a Virgo. So I know what those two signs are like, but I don't really know about any of the other signs.
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't have no point to ask people. Like, oh, what are you? Because I really have no idea what that means. Except apparently I just know like Geminis are supposed to like be like the performer. They have like the two faces for there. So they're supposed to have like two kind of different personalities. Not in a bad way. They just can like put it on and then like shut it off like really easily. Yeah.
Yeah, see, I don't know anything about anyone's signs.
You don't know anything about your own? Like,
I just know it's water.
I thought Aquarius was actually an air sign.
No. It's water sign. 100%.
Are you sure?
Okay, maybe I'm not.
We had talked about this at work the other day because we thought it was a water sign. We were talking about horoscopes at work.
Okay, well, I need to look into it because I don't even know what my own sign is. But I think, I don't know. I just don't associate. I feel like that a lot of this stuff is bogus and you can just read it about it and apply it to anyone. Like if I read about Leo, I bet I'd be like, oh my God, this is so me. But it's not even my sign, you know?
Yeah, it's true. And also just to confirm it is an air sign. I just checked with my two hands because I can do that. So
okay, so I don't even know.
You would think aqua, like Aquarius. But it's an air sign.
Like air, like Kylie Jenner's baby name. Can we talk about that for a second?
Okay, I'm sorry, but what is Kylie Jenner's new baby name?
So, air.
You know what it means in Arabic, right?
Penis.
It means my penis.
Yeah. So
you think she knew that?
I feel like she probably didn't know that. She was just trying to be like stormy and storm, and then this is like air. But we can't just do air, so let's add an E at the end so I can say air E sometimes, like stormy.
What was the name of the kid before she changed it again?
Wolf.
Okay, so she went from Wolf to Air.
Yeah, I don't know.
Wolf is way cooler.
Yeah. She kind of also just dropped it randomly on like a Saturday afternoon. Like it was just kind of like Air.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, this is so random.
Anticlimactic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but I guess it's cute. I feel like we could never name our kids Air. Like people would be like, what?
No. I want to name my future baby girl Olive, and Matt is like, absolutely not.
I love the name Olive.
I love it too. He's
so
like,
cute.
no, that's weird. Like, can't do it. Like, veto. I'm like, fuck, I really thought it's so cute.
Do you like olives?
They're okay.
Pickle. Imagine you name your kid Pickle. Pickles.
Pickle.
Picky.
That wouldn't be as cute, but more on brand for sure. Okay, there's a couple more things we're sorry about. I don't know if I wrote this or if you wrote this, but I feel the exact same way.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but how is it already almost February? And I feel like February is going to already over and it didn't even start yet.
Especially because we're so busy that month. It's going to go by so fast. But I totally agree. Like, I'm like, wait, what? It's the end of January next week?
Yeah, it flew by. It actually really flew by.
Like, the first month of the year, just boom, done.
Yeah. Oh, my God. I find, like, months are just flying by quicker and quicker as
it's
we
really
age.
Scary. It's so scary to think about. I know. You got to just, like, slow down a little bit, be in the moment. But
it's hard when you're so busy. I know.
And the days just go by. And
yeah. And the weekends go by, and if you have a lot of plans on the weekends, I find they go by even quicker. And time just needs to slow down.
It needs to slow. We need a little pause button.
Yeah. And then the last thing I wanted to say was just, so you probably heard about this. Netflix is now not going to let you to like share passwords with people.
I did not know that.
You didn't know that?
No, I didn't.
So they're implementing this at the end of March. So if you are sharing a Netflix account with multiple people, you're not going to be able to because it's going to be linked to your IP address. So one computer can use like one account per household.
So, okay. Really? So you can't have multiple accounts? That's
like you can't be logged, like you can't share passwords with your friend who lives in a different house with a different like address or whatever. They'll know.
Because we have an account with like Matt's family.
Yeah, it's not gonna work. Yeah, because we have an account with his family too. It's so annoying.
That's so fucking. They're gonna make so much more money.
Yeah, or they're gonna lose a lot of money because I know a lot of people are canceling Netflix because I find nowadays like. First of all, I just feel like there's so many different providers.
Yeah.
It's becoming so like convoluted. You're like, which do I need Hulu? Do I need Netflix? Do I need Amazon Prime? Do I need Disney Plus? There's too many.
Too many. There's a lot. And honestly, like I find Netflix is the one I go on and I'm like, I don't really know what I want to watch and I don't really find anything and I usually go to other services.
Yeah.
Like I really like Amazon or Crave. Like I prefer
honestly,
those.
yeah. So I don't think, and it's expensive. I think it's like $25 a month or something.
Remember when it used to be
30?
10?
Yeah.
When I started in like 2010?
Yep.
It's like $10 a month, maybe even less.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I know.
So you're not going to get it, you think?
I don't think so. We were sharing with his family, and I'm like, we're not paying this.
Like, no, just like another
out.
thing. No, I don't think so either.
No.
I'm just going to read my books by Colleen Hoover instead.
Literally.
Make movies in my head. I don't need you, Netflix.
Literally.
I'm done.
Oh my God. That's too good.
Okay, let's do a little social. I actually didn't have any stories this week. I guess I had a really like positive poly week because nothing pissed me off. It's so early in the week though, so that's probably why.
Okay, did you hear about this like Tarte Dubai trip? I just want to talk about it really quick.
Okay, briefly, but I want to know more details about it because it looked insane because I follow Alex Earl.
So Tarte Cosmetics, like they do these obviously influencer trips, just like all cosmetic brands. But this specific trip, they went to Dubai, and all the influencers got flown out by Emirates, which like alone the flight is like $20,000 or something ridiculous. Yeah, because it's like a 15-hour flight, and they each got their own villa, and inside the villa was like stocked with like clothing, all these cosmetics.
They
like
each got their own villa. They weren't like in a villa together.
No. Each had their own villa.
They're all just by themselves in their villa?
Well, they had to each bring a +1. So like Alex brought her mom, but like other people they each got 1 + 1, and they had literally a private villa for themselves. And people were just like, this is ridiculous. Like we've seen influencer kind of trips, but this one specifically was like outrageous.
Insane.
There was even speculation that like the UAE was like paying for portion of the trip so that they were attracting tourism, but apparently that was debunked.
Okay.
But now I was just on TikTok today, and it was talking about how recently I think the trip went to shit or something. Like they spent way too much money, and so a bunch of like positions were posted, like positions of people that were probably on this trip, like VPs of like social media execs and blah blah blah, like being like ads for those jobs, being like looking for those jobs. Like,
so did they all just quit?
I don't know what happened, but people are like, why is this like happening right after this trip?
Yeah.
So I have no idea. Like I just saw it on TikTok today. So who knows if it's like fake, but
I'm also like surprised like Tarte did this. I know. Like that feels like more like a Revolve thing to me.
Yeah, it does seem like
I've never heard of Tarte doing something like this before.
Yeah, and the CEO of Tarte was she's like obviously older, and she was making TikTok videos kind of a little cringy, and she was just like trying to be an influencer, but it was like,
leave that to the influencers.
Yeah, this is just not for you.
No, let us do it for you.
But, so anyway, it was just funny, but
that's
definitely
wild.
Looked like a fun trip.
I'm gonna add that to my to-do list, seriously. My bucket list.
We should just do some Tarte reviews. Tarte
makeup
my God.
Reviews. We will immediately.
Tag them.
Please let us come to Dubai next year.
Oh my God.
We're free.
But just like talking about influencers and stuff, I was listening to a podcast. It's called like Not Skinny But Not Fat with Amanda Hirsch. I don't know if you know her. She's like,
okay, yeah.
She like posts about pop culture and stuff. Yeah. Anyway, she had Simon Huck on, which like this guy like is just known to be friends with the Kardashians. He's always around, but you're just like, who is this guy? He's just like kind of like part of their gang. And she had him on, and he was like talking about how he got into the business, and he's actually from Ottawa.
No
which
way.
was like crazy to me. I'm like, wait, what? He like grew up in Ottawa. He went to school in Kingston.
What?
And it's just like, what a
putting
small
Ottawa
world.
on the map, Simon.
Literally.
I had no idea.
Yeah. And he just like was talking. He was talking so well about Canada. He's like, I miss Canada. I love Canada.
Aww.
I visit Ottawa all the time. He got married in Canada. Yeah. So it's just like weird. Small world.
I wonder how he went from Ottawa to Kingston to hang out with the Kardashians.
So he talks about it on the podcast. I'll link it, and like we'll link it so you guys can listen. But he talked about how he literally went for this internship. He's like, I'll work for free for a woman who ended up working for one of like the people that was on the Kardashians team. And so he was just like working with this person as an intern, and then like kind of like bumped into the Kardashians. And this was when Khloe was actually working as Nicole Richie's assistant. So she was like a nobody. And this was when
Kim working for Paris? Wow.
So
look at
they were like nobodies, and so he kind of like was friends with them because they were all assistants, interns.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So he's one of like the OGs. Day ones.
Yeah, he's like 40. Yeah. So.
Oh my God. Yeah. That's so cool.
Super cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, on a less positive note, let's like talk about all these layoffs that are sweeping the tech sector.
Oh my God, so crazy.
Guys, like Microsoft, Salesforce, Amazon, like
Yeah, so they're definitely, so I looked into it a bit to figure out why this is happening. So one of the reasons was obviously like they're downsizing because a lot of these companies,
post-COVID.
yeah, so a lot of these companies overhired during COVID. They
Yeah.
hired a bunch of people and then now they're downsizing because there's a recession coming. Like everyone's kind of projecting this recession, but I
Keep
know
talking about it.
like literally, I know so many people that are in the tech space and like half of their people lost their jobs, and even my dad is in the tech space and like 20% of his staff got laid off.
Oh
like
my God,
it's
that's
a
so
lot.
scary.
It's
Like,
really, really scary.
like I complain about my job, but it's like at least like I definitely have like job security is like very hard to come by, and like you can't really take that for granted. So
I know.
it's insane.
It's
And
really,
even
really
like Instacart, like their shares have gone down like so much. Like it's insane. Like no one's, I mean, I'm still using Instacart, but like so many people post COVID, like they're not wearing their groceries anymore. So even they're like taking a hit.
Oh my gosh, I know. It's even probably Uber Eats, like all these like companies that blew up so much over COVID, they probably hired so many people.
Yeah. And now they can't pay them. They don't need them. Where are these people going to go?
I have no idea. I don't know. They're definitely getting like severance packages and stuff for a while, but there's going to be a lot of people that are unemployed for a bit, I think.
Scary, yeah.
It's very, very scary.
Wish you guys all
So
luck.
I know. Oh my God, it's so scary. But
let's talk about Chrome and Firefox.
okay. So I recently
What?
Do you use Google Chrome?
Of course.
Okay. I've been finding that my Google Chrome has crashed so much. I've been having so many issues because I have Windows 11 and it's just not compatible with Windows 11. Like, there's so many issues with it and it's driving me insane. Like, I can't do my work because it literally keeps crashing, or like the icons aren't loading or whatever. And so today I finally was like, I'm so over this. Like, I need to switch browsers. And so far as like, yo, people have been complaining about Chrome for so long now. Like, you need to make the switch.
I forgot Firefox existed.
I know, I did too.
I haven't heard that in ages.
Yeah, but apparently it's the best one. So Edge is like another option, but Fires, it's like literally because he knows everything about tech. He's like, Firefox is where it's at. Like, switch to that. And it was pretty easy. Like, it has an option to literally import all your data from Chrome. So I didn't have to like
your extensions?
All my extensions, passwords,
okay, that's what I was
everything.
wondering about. Yeah, passwords
Everything.
too, that'd be so annoying.
So it was a pretty like easy fix. It's still like you still have to get used to it because it's a little bit different, but for the most part, it wasn't as burdensome as I thought it was going to be for switching.
And now you're happy you did it? You wouldn't switch back?
I've only had it for a couple of days, so like I'm still kind of testing it out, but so far it hasn't crashed. Like, nothing's happened to it. And honestly, Chrome has just been so laggy for me recently, so I find
Dude, well, good for you for like looking for a solution, because I feel like a lot of people's personalities would just be like, oh, whatever, like I'm just gonna deal with it. Like, it is what it is. Like, you're like going out there and like, I know it's just a browser, but I feel like that's kind of like a testament to like your personality. Like, oh, this is a problem and this sucks. Like, no, I want like the best possible version. So like, what are we gonna do to fix it?
Yeah, so test it out. Like, if you're finding Chrome like is annoying too. On my phone, it's a lot better, but now I'm like, I should probably switch on everything.
You're a Firefox girl now.
Now I'm a Firefox girl. Yeah,
it sounds cooler, Firefox and like Chrome.
But it literally reminded me of like circa 2004 or
literally,
something. I'm like,
it was probably one of the first
this?
like browsers.
Yeah, it was. I think
throwback,
literally.
I love that.
Yeah.
Wow,
that's
that was
all
a
we
good
got.
social seg.
Yeah,
that.
let's do some random stuff. What did you write here about Blue Monday? When was that?
Oh my gosh, I forgot to bring this up last week, and I was so sad after. But okay, so last week, I don't know if you felt this, but like myself and a bunch of my coworkers, like we were just feeling like more anxious than usual, like just kind of like under, like just feeling a bit blue, like not under the weather, but just like a bit off. Yep. And I know several people that were like that too. And then we looked into it, and Monday is called Blue Monday last week, and it's known as the most depressing day of the year.
Yeah, so I've heard about Blue Monday, like I knew about it, but I didn't know it was last week.
It was last week, and I was having like a really like off week last week, and several of my coworkers and a couple of my friends too are like, what's going on right now? And then someone was like, oh, it was Blue Monday yesterday. This was on Tuesday. And I'm like, oh my God, that's why we all were feeling so fucking weird on Monday.
Because it's after the holidays, New Year's is over, and it's kind of like this lull period.
Because when like going back to work after all that long. Yeah, it's just like a lot to deal with. So if you were feeling, it's still dark. Like if you were feeling a bit off last week, it was not just you. There's a lot of people. It was a depressing day, depressing week. So onwards and upwards. Yeah. But Yeah.
At least they have some like a name for it. As if they like, I wonder how they figured out what day was Blue Monday. Like, did they do surveys to figure it out? Like, how do they know that it was this day?
That's a really good question.
We should look into
we'll
that.
Look into that.
Yeah, we'll look into that. Probably post an article or something about that. Okay. Have you been watching Love Island?
I was about to talk about this point next. It's not even the next point.
Oh my God.
What is going on?
Yeah, what is going on with guys wearing pearl necklaces? Like,
and
everywhere.
bracelets.
And bracelets.
At first I thought it was just Ron. Yeah. And then I noticed that like every single one of them are wearing pearl necklaces. And I don't know if like they were told to wear pearl necklaces on the show to make it really popular or what. Because I've also seen now guys in real life. I've seen someone wear pearls.
I've seen guys wear pearl necklaces. And on Winter House, Corey, he wore a pearl necklace on Winter House. And this was like a while back. So I think it's like it's a trend. It's gonna be a trend.
What
do you think about it?
At first I didn't like it. At first I was like, what? Like, I don't know. It's just like, no, I wear pearl necklaces. But then after a bit, like, I don't know. I love Ron and Love Island. So I was like, you know what? Ron looks pretty good in a pearl necklace.
Dude, I think it's kind of hot. I think it's hot when guys can pull off like feminine things.
It's hot that they're confident enough to do it. Because I don't think any guy could do it. I think you have to actually be really confident.
I think so too. Farzad hates it. He's like, what the fuck is this? And I'm like,
I can't see him changing his. He has a really nice gold chain.
He has like a chain, and it would not go. But I think it's hot. I think it's sexy for a guy to wear like some pearls, like rock it.
You can rock it. Yeah. Like, what about the bracelets too?
Yeah, less of the bracelets. For some reason, I'm just like not about the bracelets. I don't know, pearl bracelets.
Yeah, let us know what you guys think though.
Guys with pearls.
Guys with pearls, not just for ladies anymore.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, speaking of like fashion and stuff, I was thinking about this the other day, and it's such a weird thing. Like, it's so weird that we as females have to like learn how to walk in a completely different shoe. Like, we have to learn how to walk in heels. And I was thinking about it the other day because
baby giraffes.
Yeah, literally. Like, we have to learn how to walk in a different type of shoe. Guys don't have to do that.
Yeah, no.
And like, I never wear heels anymore because I work from home, and like, I used to wear heels all the time, but now I never wear heels unless we're going out and it's like a fancy event. So I feel like I've literally lost like how to walk in heels well. So anyway, I don't know. I just wanted to talk about it. Like, how are you like super confident in heels, like especially high heels? Like,
I know. Honestly, I'm so glad now that like you can pretty much wear sneakers with like anything and it looks so good, because like as a tall woman, like I'm 5'8", 5'9", and I don't know, I just feel so tall obviously wearing heels, and I just feel a little bit uncomfortable, not necessarily confident. Like, I feel confident just like the way I am now, like this height. Like, if it's a bit more, I'm like, I feel like I'm too tall. But then, you know what? I had a friend give me really good advice who's also really tall. And she's like, you know what? Never, if you like wearing heels, like never sacrifice that for a man. Even if you're going to be taller than him, like screw him. Because we go to formals and stuff in sororities, right? Yes. And I'd be like, oh, I don't want to go, like, I don't want to wear heels to formal because my date's like shorter than me. And she's like, you do not sacrifice heels for a man. If you want to wear heels, you wear heels.
I love that. Okay, that's good advice, honestly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I saw in Love Island, they were wearing heels. They obviously always wear heels in those bathing suits, and I'm like, I would trip and fall. Like, I would be like, hello, and like boom, like fall on my face.
I could do that. No, I would not want to do that at all.
No,
I would fall on my face too.
Same. I went to Walmart the other day and I found literally UGG dupes at Walmart.
No
UGG
way.
slipper dupes. Look.
Did you? Oh my God, you're wearing them.
Literally wearing them.
Stop. Those look so cute.
And they're so comfortable.
They look nicer than mine.
They're literally so comfortable. And they were like $20.
Shut the front door.
So if you need some like new slippers, highly recommend Walmart.
Okay, I love Uggs, but I will say, like, I find already like just the padding of it like has gone down so fast.
Okay.
Like, how do I get it back? I just wear them so often. Like, I got mad at a pair for Christmas, and I've honestly been like stealing his, and he's been getting mad at me because they just feel like
so much softer. Yeah. I'll let you guys know like how mine goes because I've only had them for like a week, but yeah, we wear them so often though.
I have to wear slippers. I bring slippers not just to your house. Yeah. Like, I bring slippers wherever I go.
I love. Yeah, I need slippers at all points.
I can't have cold feet. No. Are you crazy?
No.
It's gonna chill right through me. No, we need to be warm-blooded all the time. Okay, something else I wanted to talk about that's kind of random.
Yeah.
So I was also at the mall the other day. I was returning something, and I was at Saint Laurent, which is like dusty ass mall, and I walked by. It's pretty dusty.
Dusty ass mall.
It's dusty ass mall. I walked by Pandora.
Oh my God.
And I just had I had so many memories like seeping back, like one of my arm hair being like ripped out from all the charms.
Dude, I used to be obsessed with those charm bracelets, and every birthday I remember there was like 3 or 4 birthdays in a row. That's all I asked for my parents. I'm like, I just want charms.
Just charms forever. Like, I didn't, no one was in the store. So I'm just wondering, like, do people still shop at Pandora? Yeah. Like, I have a ring, actually. I'm not wearing it tonight because I was at the gym, but I have one that has, like, an opal birthstone on it, which is not my birthstone, but I really love opal. It's, like, a really pretty, opal. Like, pink, purpley color. And I still wear that ring, like, every day, but, like, I haven't been there in forever.
Yeah, I know Camilla gets a lot of her rings from there, and I have some rings from Pandora. They're pretty good quality, but other than that, like, I find it really overpriced for what it is. Like,
for the little charms, they're, like, $100 each.
Yeah, or like even just like their earrings and like necklaces and stuff. It's so expensive for what it is, I think.
Yeah.
You know?
So. Anyway, I was just like so nostalgic. I was like, oh my gosh, I definitely have somewhere like tucked away like all my charm bracelets.
I don't know where mine would be. Damn it. I want to find this. It's expensive.
So random. Okay, let's do a little showtime.
Oh my gosh.
We've been crushing some stuff. Look at all this stuff we have.
Yeah, we have so much for showtime, so buckle up. Okay, first let's just talk about, you listened to the Jay Shetty episode with Alex Cooper.
Yes, I finally listened to it a few days ago. You've listened to it?
Yeah. What did you think of it?
I love Jay Shetty. Like, I will say. And I just thought, I know he mainly went on to talk about his book, but I just found everything that he was talking about was really, insightful and just really interesting.
Yeah, and I find he has such a healthy relationship. Well, from what you can see on social media, obviously, a healthy relationship with his wife. And they've been together for like 10 plus years. And I just like getting relationship advice from people who have obviously been together and married for so long versus some like random person who's like a therapist and has like random theories.
And I love that they got together before he was like wealthy and famous. Like he was in debt. He said he was what, like $50,000 in debt before, or like meeting his wife, and he was saving up his money to like take her on all these like luxurious dates when like really that obviously wasn't what she wanted, and it worked out in the end. But like it's cool to like know that like obviously they are in it, like they're in love. She wasn't in it for like the money or the fame, like it was before.
Yeah, she's also gorgeous. She's so
beautiful.
Pretty. Yeah. His voice is just so calming, and he has so many inspirational things that he says. So like some of the stuff that he talked about, let's like go through some of the stuff.
Okay, first, like I found this so interesting. So he talked about like where the whole like 2 to 3 month salary idea came for an engagement ring. Yeah. Which like even like now today, like you hear people like, oh yeah, like 2 to 3 months salary, like that's how much you should save up. It's like, well, everyone has very different salaries, but still like that's probably like a lot of money for just a wedding ring or an engagement ring. And it came from like that De Beers ad, which is crazy.
It's crazy. I actually knew this because I watched this like documentary that was talking about kind of like the diamond industry, how corrupt it is, and how even just like the advertisements back then it was the most influential ad ever because it's still around. Think of how long ago that was. Like 2 to 3 months salary back then versus
oh my
now,
gosh, versus
like,
now.
So
very different. And I was reading too, it said how like it led their advertising budget to increase from 200,000 to 10 million. Like after that ad. Oh my God. They set the precedent for diamonds. Yeah. It's insane.
It's actually really crazy to think about. So he talked about that, and then also he talked about how we handle stress and how there's definitely different ways that people handle stress, and it's important for us to like identify that in our partners instead of trying to think like how we handle stress is how they handle stress.
It's like this I found was so cool. So there were like 3 different ways that people like when you're in a discussion or an argument with your partner, there's 3 different ways that you could react. So one of the ways you could vent. Which is personally what I'm like.
I'm like that too. So I need to talk about it. I need to talk about everything. I need to hash it through.
I need to talk about it, fix it right now. I don't want to wait. Or you have the opposite, which is the person likes to hide. So they need time to think about it, reflect, which is what like my partner is like.
Wow, that's crazy because we literally talked about this after the episode. I sat him down and I'm like, hey, I think you're hide and I'm a vent. And sometimes that doesn't work because I go to like deal with it. And he's like, I just need a second. And I'm like, but we need to talk about it right now. And he's like, no, I need a second.
Totally.
But it makes sense because like we're just different at how we handle stress.
I need to meet in the middle. Which is, ideal what you want to do. And I kind of think it's good that when you're both different because then you kind of like learn from the other person and you like learn their perspectives. And then the other one is the explode, where it's like you just have to kind of like talk about everything like right away, like kind of the other person's opinion doesn't really matter in that moment and like you're just going to do what you want to do in that moment. So those are the 3 different ways that you could handle stress.
And neither is better or worse than the other. It's just like they're completely different. And so it's just important for you to identify what your partner is so that you're not trying to push your method onto theirs.
Exactly. Because just because the way that you show that you care isn't necessarily the way that someone else shows that they care. It could be somewhere different. Like, I think in my mind before I knew this, I would think like, oh, if my partner doesn't want to talk about it right away, like, then they don't care as much as I do. But really, they're thinking, well, I care like in my own way because I'm taking the time to actually think about it before I'm going to speak to you, and I want to like process my thoughts and my feelings.
Exactly. And like calm myself and like figure out the situation for myself first. Which
I love that.
I really, really love that too. And the other thing he talked about too, which I found was really fascinating, was like he talked about how obviously everyone is different because we grew up in different households, and each household and each family is going to give you gifts, and they're also going to give you gaps. There's going to be gaps in how you handle love, relationships, stress, like everything. So like it's important to kind of think about the gifts and gaps that you have as you like grew up during your childhood, because then when you're in a relationship, those gifts and gaps come out. So he like gave a couple examples of like if your families or if your parents are still together, then obviously that's a gift. Yeah. But that can be difficult because then you have like this certain standard that you are putting on others.
Exactly.
Of like staying together forever and like all this stuff. So
he made some really good points with that. I really want to read his book, honestly, after that.
I want to get the audiobook if it's him because his voice is just so soothing and like
so true.
I just want to get him to say. Hopefully he's the one who's narrating his audiobook.
I'm sure he would. He would be a very smart man to do that because I feel like his sales would increase exponentially 100%. If he read a book.
So definitely go check out that episode because I did find even if you're not in a relationship, like it might give you some insight about
it did. He talked about like different like not necessarily rules, but like different like strategies for dating, like how many hours it takes to like make someone like a friend versus like a best friend. So it's like how many hours are you putting into your relationships, and like where are they at can be relative to how many hours you spend together. Or
like he even said sometimes our brains do this unconsciously, where if someone's attractive, we associate that with like being trustworthy, or if someone is successful, has a good job, we associate that with being organized. And sometimes these things actually don't match up, and so it's important to just like not put those labels on a specific person you're dating. Just because they might have a good job doesn't mean they're necessarily organized.
That's very true. So give it a listen. I like did it while I listened to it while I was taking Stark on a walk, and it just made my walk fly by. Just like crushed the whole episode.
Oh, so good. I love podcasts when you're going on a walk. Okay, I watched some really crazy movies this weekend that I want to talk about.
Yeah, you said it was really, really trippy.
I watched some crazy ass movies. Like, you guys need to watch these movies. I highly recommend watching them with people though, because they're a little bit nuts.
Absolutely.
Yeah, don't watch them alone. Don't watch them alone.
So
the first one is called The Menu. It's a horror comedy, which
weird combo.
never goes together. But actually,
I thought that was a typo.
No, it's actually a horror comedy. It's horror, but it's actually, there were so many laughing parts to it. So I understood what they meant by horror comedy. At first, I was like, what the hell does this mean? But it was really funny. The girl who played what is that chess movie? I'm blanking right now.
Chess movie.
Oh my god. That chess show. Queen's Gambit.
Gambit. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So Anya Taylor-Joy is her name. She's the star in this movie, and she's so good, guys. Like, she's so good. And the guy who plays Voldemort in Harry Potter is also
a good actor.
Yeah. So the premise of the movie is essentially there's a group of people. There's like 10 people, and they go on like this island to attend this like fancy fine dining experience by this like
fine dining.
I know. I was like, this really goes with our last episode. This fine dining experience with this like world renowned chef, and apparently like they get to stay there, and it's like this crazy experience.
Okay.
And the people that are on this trip, like, you get to know them. It's kind of like White Lotus in a sense, where you're like, there's all these different storylines happening.
I love that.
You know what I mean?
It's my favorite.
So it's really good. But they go on this like private island where they're getting this fine dining experience, and shit just hits the fan. I'm not going to ruin it because it's so good, and I highly recommend you go watch it. Yeah.
Okay.
So definitely have that on your list of movies to watch. The next is called, the next movie is actually a South Korean movie. So it has subtitles, but trust me, it's worth it. It's actually on Netflix, so maybe watch it before your subscription ends.
Yes, get that in before March.
It's called Forgotten.
Okay.
And it's a story about two brothers and a family, and I don't want to spoil it because, like,
is it like Parasite vibes?
It's kind of like Parasite vibes, where it's just crazy. Like the storyline is just not what you think it is. You think the storyline is going to go a certain way, and then you think you figured it out, and then you're like, wait, this was not what I thought.
That's good writing. We
so
love that.
It's yeah.
Which
definitely
movie did you like
it.
better, The Menu or Forgotten?
They're so different. The Forgotten was one that I'll never forget. Like the storyline, I'll never forget because it's literally the storyline of Forgotten. I don't know what it is about South Korean movies, but these guys just have the craziest plots.
They really do.
Yeah, that was, I would say, one of like the top movies I've seen.
Okay, other question. So did you like Parasite or The Forgotten more?
Ooh. Oh, that's
Parasite
hard.
was slow.
Parasite was slow. I think I might like this one more.
Okay.
Yeah, it was
I'm
really
intrigued.
good. Yeah.
So is it dubbed like there's voices or it's strictly like you have to read everything?
So it's subtitles. You have to read it. Yeah. They might do dubbed. I don't like dubbed.
Yeah,
stuff.
they always pick like weird voices.
I just don't like it. I like hearing what the people sound like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Versus like some random voice actor. Yeah.
Okay,
I think it's worth it though. Yeah. It's worth it.
I believe you.
Yeah. Watch it.
I'm excited.
So watch that. Yeah.
Okay. And also you've checked out the playlist. So what do you think?
Oh my God. I really like it so far.
Yeah.
I've only seen 2 episodes and I like that they're doing it from the different perspectives. So they have the creator and then they have the industry. And then the next one is like, I haven't watched it yet, but it's like the lawyer, like the law perspective. And then something like it goes through all the different perspectives of how Spotify was created. And like, it's just, I find it was crazy because Pirate Bay could have become Spotify if they had just took like Sony up on their opportunity when the guy went to go talk to them.
Imagine whoever the Pirate Bay creator must be like kicking himself in
He went to jail.
ass.
They went to jail after that.
Did he?
Yeah. Farzad was like, dude, this guy went to jail after.
No way.
Yeah,
I used Pirate Bay back in the day.
Yeah, definitely did. And like LimeWire and all that stuff.
LimeWire, that shit would take so long to download. I was like, oh my God. Even at the beginning, like when they show him, he's like, his neighbors are like blasting music and he wants to play a song back. He's like downloading it. He's like sitting around like, waiting for it, like all angry. I'm like,
you have to like import it and like open it on some other player. And it's like so
we're so lucky now. We can literally, any song we want, just open it up and play it.
I look at Spotify so differently now. Like,
I know. It's
crazy.
Cool to know their history.
Yeah, it's so cool. So yeah, definitely go watch that too. The playlist, very, very good show. Good recommendation. I really liked it.
Oh my gosh,
so good. Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I can't lie though, I did get that recommendation from Reagan and Zamir.
Okay.
Yeah.
But so good.
They know all the good docs.
Yeah, I really like it.
Okay, can we do a Love Island update? I'm so excited that I'm watching it like live.
What episode are you on?
I'm on episode 8.
Okay, so you've watched up until 7? Like you've watched all?
I've watched up until 7.
Me too.
Okay.
I just watched it.
Do you watch the unseen
No,
bits?
I've skipped it.
I skipped that.
I skipped it. I'm sorry. I don't have time for that.
Okay, if you don't want any spoilers, skip ahead. Like, what are you thinking right now? Who are your favorites? Who do you not like?
Okay, I really
what
like
predictions.
I really like Ron, even though I think he's a huge player, and I feel like he's just like any girl that. So these 2 people from Australia came in, the bombshells from Australia,
Jesse and Andre.
Yeah. Oh, good. I didn't remember them. And I just feel like every person that walks in, he's like a little puppy dog.
Yeah. Oh, she's taking a lot of boxes.
Like,
on paper, like she's my girl. I'm like, bro, you have like such a. I really like Lana.
Yeah,
but
really
she just kind of like
too.
seems kind of boring.
She does. She kind of like. I'm like, if it was just her and a bunch of people like her on the show, I wouldn't watch it because we need some drama.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. So and Zara and Olivia are having some beef.
I know. I really like Olivia.
I really like Olivia too.
She's so beautiful. She's so and like even like when she's not wearing her makeup, like her skin is just like glowing.
She's really pretty. I love her style, like everything about her. I'm like
and like her
obsessed with
personality is just really cool.
I do feel like Zara's kind of like I don't know. They have
like
beef, and I feel like
a bit. She's coming for a little bit. I know she like acted like it was a joke when she did the Two-Face thing, but
it was right after she had like kissed the guy that she was with. I was like, that you should have picked one of the guys. They wouldn't have cared if you're like you're Two-Face, like whatever, you know. What about Will? What do you think of him? He's giving me like gay vibes.
Okay,
gay best friend vibes.
Someone else said that. Like, I think he's just like really like flamboyant and just like funny and silly.
Yeah.
And like, I really hope he finds someone. And right now, it seems like Jesse's like kind of into him.
Yes. Okay. Because he kept talking to Lana at one point, and I was like, stop. You need to stop this.
No, she was not into it.
He was not into it. But
like, I find him like for some reason like he's good looking, but for some he doesn't like. I'm not attracted to him.
No, yeah.
He's good. That's how to describe it. He's a good-looking guy, but I am not attracted to him.
Yeah.
But I want to hang out with him.
I want to hang out with him. He'd be fun to
so
party
funny.
with. Yeah.
And I want to go to 1,000-acre farm.
I love that he's like from like farm life. Like I just love that.
Did you see? I saw like a trailer for, I think it was on TikTok or Instagram. I haven't seen the episode yet, but they play Never Have I Ever, and it's like, never have I ever like slept with my boss. And then Will goes like, he's like, that'd be my dad, wouldn't it?
That's so funny.
And everyone just dies laughing. He's like, for the record, like, I've never done it.
Oh
I'm
my
like,
God,
oh
that's
my
so
God.
good.
He is really funny.
He's really funny. I want more drama. I want like shit to hit the fan. Like,
I know.
I feel like they're really nice right now. Like,
I need
to each other.
someone needs to like, I really like the season with Toby because Toby would just like jump ship immediately with like no regrets, like next girl. And like, I want people to actually start like jumping ships and like causing a ruckus.
Yes. Yeah.
I feel like it could be Ron.
Yeah, Ron could do Ron. Well, I feel like Ron at Casa Amor will just cheat on.
Oh my God, if he makes it that far, like fuck.
Who knows?
We'll
Who knows?
Oh,
But I love it. So we'll keep watching. I wonder if anyone put any bets on, because apparently you can bet on Love Island.
I think Matt did on Ron and Lana.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean, he watched like 30 minutes and I was like, oh, I think they're gonna make it to the end. He's like, okay, let's bet on it.
That's so funny.
And he hasn't watched it since.
Okay. That's so good.
But when Zara came, I was like, shit, there goes our fucking bet.
No, but he was like, I'm losing interest quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Grass
we'll see.
is always greener.
Oh my God. Yeah, such a good show, man. Such a good show.
On episode 8 of 50. So there'll be lots of Love Island updates for the next couple
so
months.
many.
Sorry, guys. Sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry. Okay, let's get into like some full send, because we did have a few drinks on Saturday.
Yeah, we like had an impromptu night out on Saturday.
Yeah.
So we went to Jack's.
Yeah, we went to Jack's. We met up with some friends. Like our friend Al Hodge was visiting from Toronto, and so we just went to go see him. And the guys went skiing, so we like met up with them.
Yeah.
Jack's is fun because they have like, again, I think we've talked about this. They have like a little basketball court. They have all these different games that
like
we can
arcade
play.
games, beer pong, air hockey, whatever. And it was more like a chill vibe. Like it was Saturday at like 10 p.m. And I felt really old though, because all of us, we were like, it was like club level volume.
We couldn't have a conversation. We'd be like, how's it going over there?
Like we were losing our voices. It was like that one time we went to Moxie's, remember? And we were staying beside each other. It was like yelling, and I actually lost my voice.
And we actually asked the server, we're like, can you just turn down like the volume a bit?
Just a little bit.
We weren't even close to the speaker. Like it was just so loud. And she's like, no.
Yeah. And then don't get me wrong, the music was amazing. The DJ was sick,
good.
but I literally couldn't hear Romina, and she was right beside me.
I could not. At one point, I think we were texting each other because I couldn't.
Like, what the
It's
fuck?
like, I'm gonna lose our voice for the pod. Like
Eventually, they did actually turn it down.
a tad, yeah.
And then we were like, "Okay, fuck it, let's just go play games because we can't fucking hear anything."
Yeah.
But also, though, they had these really cool drinks.
They did, yeah. They have like these fishbowl drinks,
massive fishbowl drinks, and we got a sick one. It was called the Lit drink.
The lit fish bowl or something. Yeah, lit fish.
Lit, Liit.
Lit.
For Long Island iced tea.
Long Island iced tea is so good.
It's so good. There's no tea in it, you guys. Spoiler alert. It's pop. It's like Coke.
Yeah. And every alcohol kind under the sea.
It's your white liquors. It's delicious. And when it was that big, like it was so heavy, I had to use both hands to hold it. Yeah. And I felt so cool, like bringing around this fishbowl everywhere. I only needed like one drink the whole night because there was like 4 ounces of alcohol in it.
We were like, this is good for the whole night now because it's so big.
And we're taking our straws and like stirring it like a cauldron.
Yeah, so funny.
It was so fun.
Boston Pizza used to do these like
fishbowl Fridays.
Fishbowl Fridays.
I used to get drunk at Boston Pizza on Fridays.
Me too, because I worked at Swiss Chalet and there was a Boston Pizza right there.
Oh my
so we would
God.
go there to get fish bowls.
funny.
Oh my God, so funny. Nostalgic. Boston Pizza, it's so good.
That's hilarious.
So funny.
Yeah, that was our full send moment at Jack's. It was fun. And you know what? I was pretty drunk, but I wasn't hungover the next day.
No.
It felt so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was like light for us. We had like one drink there. Like I feel like it was a cute night.
Yeah, it was cute.
It was a cute night out, you know?
It was a cute night.
We weren't home too late. It was like nice.
It was wholesome.
It was wholesome. But just wait for the next few episodes, guys.
Oh my
it's
God,
gonna be we're gonna be.
We need to do some recording. We need to make some vlogs.
Yeah. Oh my God, we do. We need
Birthday
to make
vlog.
some vlogs. Okay, so let's like end on some health and well, because we probably won't be doing any health and well in the month of February.
We will not. No. Okay, I wanted to do a little dupe shout out because a couple of weeks ago we had posted about dupes.
Dupe
because we talked about
culture.
dupe culture, and we asked some people if they had any good dupes. And I have to give a shout out to Rhea, because I normally use the Laura Mercier loose powder foundation, or setting powder, but it has talc in it, and it's like such a bad rating on Yuka. Like, you should immediately throw that out. Like, talc is one of the worst ingredients you can have in your makeup, and you're like putting all over your face. It's terrible. Anyway, that aside, she sent me this dupe by Maybelline, and at first I was kind of like, oh, Maybelline, like, will it have like a good rating on Yuka? But it's their Fit Me Loose powder, and I went and I scanned it, and it has a 90 out of 100 rating on Yuka.
That's so good.
And it's $15 versus like the $60
$60,
for the
$70.
Laura Mercier.
I know.
And normally I always get like the translucent powder, but they were actually sold out, so I got the lightest one, and I kind of like that better.
Okay.
Like, sometimes I find when I do the translucent, it almost looks like
white.
So to actually have a bit of pigment in it, like, I'm all about it.
Okay.
Yeah,
so you went and got it from like Shoppers or something?
I went and got it from Rexall, and I'm wearing, like, I wore it tonight. Like, I really,
so
really
good.
liked it.
Yeah.
So shout out to Rhea, Fit Me Loose powder. It's honestly my new thing. I'm not buying Laura Mercier anymore.
When you can save on like brands like that, when it's just like something like a powder,
it's literally like powder. Why am I paying $50 for powder?
Why am I paying for powder? Makeup is so expensive, and guys just like don't get it.
They
like,
don't.
I'm like, oh, my Sephora package this year. He's like, you spent like $200 and got like 3 things. I'm like,
yeah, it sucks.
Because each item is like 50 plus.
It's ridiculous. So we love a good makeup dupe, especially when it has a solid Yuka rating. So I'm excited.
If you have any other dupes, like, literally DM us or let us know, and we don't gatekeep like
we don't.
We'll let everybody know about all the stuff.
Hell yeah, brother.
Okay, I've been on like some produce prep recently. Tash knows, because I've been like Snapchatting her. I'm like, look at all my produce prep. This week I just was like, hey, on Sunday I was like, I'm just gonna make sure I am the most efficient this week. I have so much stuff to do for school, and like we have pod stuff, and I was just like, I can't spend any time like prepping food,
doing anything.
Like, I just need to have my food ready to go.
Your fridge looks sexy.
So I have like, and I was like, you know what, this will probably limit my food waste, because we throw out so much produce because it just goes bad, probably because I wasn't prepping it properly.
100%.
So like berries, for example, like I've always seen that people do this, but I was just never the person that did this. So I've been like soaking all my strawberries in like a quarter cup of like vinegar, and like letting it sit, and like cutting it and getting it all ready, and now it's just like already cut up strawberries in this fridge. So if I want to make a parfait, I just like grab the strawberries and put them in. And like,
you're Emily Mariko right now. Holy
I was
shit.
watching Emily Mariko while I was doing this, because she's just so calming.
Good. She's every Sunday.
So calming, so nice to watch. But I like have like cut up like carrots in water, and just
that is a hack I don't think a lot of people know, guys. If you put your carrots in water, they last so much longer.
So long, and they're crunchier. You can do it with celery, you can do it with cucumber, you can do it with carrots, and you just like cut it up, and then that way if you want like a snack with like hummus or whatever, you just pull it out. There you go. You have carrots like ready to go.
And so it's been like a few days. Like, how do you feel already about it?
Oh my God. Literally today I spent no time prepping in the kitchen. Like, everything was already made.
Just boom, done.
And like I already know what I'm making as like my next couple meals. And I already have like cauliflower like cut up. Like, so instead of like a head of cauliflower just like in the fridge, I have it all prepped. So like if I want to use cauliflower, now I'm more likely to use it, and it's less likely to go bad.
It's kind of intimidating if you like open up and you have a giant thing of cauliflower. You're like, frick, I really don't want to deal with that right now. Yeah. But if you're in that mentality on Sunday and you get in that groove and you just do it all, like, I'm sure it probably took you like
a couple hours. Yeah, it took me a few hours, but you know what? Now I have it, like, you do it on a Sunday, you put in a podcast, you put in a
Saturday pod.
It's Saturday pod, or you can put like Love Island on your laptop, and then you're just prepping, and it goes by so quick.
If you have something else going on and you're not just like there in like silence and like bored, then you can totally do it. So I did not do that on Sunday, and I wish I did. Like, I did actually, I did yesterday. I prepped some food, because I will this Sunday, but you inspired me, and I'm like, gosh, like next Sunday, especially with our busy weekends and like going into the week. And I find if you have a really productive Sunday, it just literally makes your whole week it sets the tone, sets the mood. Like, if you can do all that on a Sunday, you can do anything the rest of the week.
100%.
You're good to go.
And if you're trying to limit food waste and like save money on food, because man, groceries are so expensive.
Yeah. Where are you buying your fruit from right now?
I usually go to Superstore.
Okay.
Yeah. Superstore is mainly where we go, because it's right here. What about you?
Farm Boy.
Yeah, Farm Boy too.
Yeah.
I love Farm Boy as well.
It was expensive.
It's
like
so expensive.
Grapes were like $9. I was like, I'm not buying grapes
Dude,
this
I know.
week.
And like avocados are like
yeah,
so
honestly, I get my
expensive.
avocados from Walmart.
Yeah.
I get a bag of avocados for $5 at Walmart.
Yeah, Walmart. Honestly, today, like the other day when I went to go buy my slippers, we were just walking around and we're like, man, there's some cheap stuff here that's like the same as everything else. Mm-hmm. Like it's the same brand. So yeah, don't underestimate Walmart.
Don't sleep on Walmart. Yeah. I don't like doing
good.
necessarily though like produce and berries or
No.
fruits from Instacart from Walmart because I want to like I find they don't really care and they just pick whatever. So like when I'm there, like I need to pick like the good stuff.
Yep, 100%. Yeah. So yeah, produce, prep, reduce food waste, and
you're golden.
You're good. Okay, last little thing, and we'll end it here. I just wanted to chat about quickly, like, I've seen everyone on TikTok getting these, like, under-desk treadmills.
Yeah.
Have you seen these?
I have. I don't know. I would be down to try it, but I feel like I would eat shit.
Yeah.
Like, at some point. Like, I'm just, like, so all over the place, and I'd probably, like, feel like I would forget, like, I was on it for a second and just, like,
fall. I never even thought of that. Wow, that's a good point. Oh, my God. I never even thought of it.
That's just me, though.
Yeah, because I have to, well, the thing is, you'd have to get a standing desk, too, because, like, my desk right now is low, so then it's a few steps ahead if I end up doing it because like I have to replace my desk. That's expensive, and the actual treadmill itself is like $400. Like it's not cheap.
How much is a standing desk?
Sending us probably another like 300 to 300.
Can Farzad print one? Build one?
Seriously, like a little makeshift standing desk.
In a perfect world, if I worked from home, I would absolutely love to do that.
Yeah.
I think that looks so cool watching those like influencer like girlies like on their treadmill, like with their like laptop or their iPad. Yeah. I'm like, wow, you look so cool.
I wouldn't be able to, I feel like, write or do anything actual. I would be able to like watch
train yourself.
Yeah. I'd be able to like watch lectures or read an article maybe, but that's it. I feel like I could not.
I think I could type. I think I could.
Yeah.
Like slowly walking. Like I wouldn't be like on the 3 level. I'd probably be like on a 1.5 max. Yeah.
So if you have one of those things, please let us know. If you let us know like if you like it, if you don't like it. I'm kind of on the fence about it, but
I can see you with one.
Yeah. We'll see.
Okay, guys. End of episode 24.
I wonder what this is gonna sound like with our little mic stands.
I know. It better sound good, Frick.
Yeah. Okay, guys.
Love you guys.
Love you.
Have a good week.
Bye.
Bye.